Virgo, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you at the moment, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next few months. Let's now start with your main energy. Okay, your first message today is nothing is yet set in stone. What we see here, Virgo, is a situation that still has the potential to surprise you. Something that maybe you have classified as dead and gone, even if maybe that wasn't the ending that you initially hoped for. It's something that you stopped holding your breath for. Understanding that at this point, you cannot keep yourself stuck in the same position, and that it's time for you to look forward, to look into the future. Now, what we see here is a mutable moon, a mutable overall energy, telling us that something is coming up and that the situation is still bound to change given the incoming energies. So let's see what this message is about. Let's do our 3 shuffles and let's begin with your reading. Okay. Oh, Virgo. We see right away with the Fool and the Ten of Wands that you are undergoing a very important transition right now. Something that you're trying to move past, someone perhaps who you're trying to leave behind. Overall, this feels like a major task. Very heavy on you for some reason, very hard to carry around as well. Whether this is a physical task or an emotional one, you could be at a point where you might not know if you can take this all the way through. Now, the tricky thing is that sometimes we don't even know we are transitioning. We don't even know that we have something heavy on our shoulders, on our soul, until it's gone. It's like that background annoying noise that you got used to, but that once it stops, you feel so much better. Right here, there's something that you need to pay attention to in order to move forward freely with this Fool card. Now, I believe that with these cards here, chances are that sometimes you take one step forward in the right direction, and some other times you take 2 steps back, fighting against yourself perhaps, and fighting against what you know you should be doing right now. It's very important at this moment to find some clarity in this situation, understanding what the real issue that you're trying to solve is right here. And the issue is not you, Virgo. Don't fight against yourself. You need to be your best friend right now. And let me say this right away, because I feel like I'm dancing around the subject over here. Let me tell you something I wish I knew years ago. If you have a toxic person in your life, you need to move past them, period. There's nothing else you need to do. Don't try to justify their actions. Don't try to see them as someone who maybe needs your help. Don't think of them as someone who is important, fundamental in your life and for your happiness. Even if you have things you share with them, such as a house or maybe you have children, you need to get to a point where you're able to distinguish in between what's going to make you happy in the long run and what it's not going to. That's all. The only importance they have in your life right now lies into the lesson you need to learn from them. And the lesson is to love yourself more and stop loving someone who doesn't deserve your love. Because when you do, they will have the power to hurt you more than you can imagine. We see right here that it's very much about decisions. It's a matter of deciding what to do, how to do it, and then stick with it, Virgo. Now, in the middle of the reading, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hierophant. It's true that this transition, it's not as easy as it could be. I do see that here you come from a long chapter with this person. And if it wasn't that long time-wise, it definitely felt like it. With the Hierophant, we see that this could have been a marriage, or at least a very deep spiritual connection. And in general, it's not easy to find connections like these ones. And you know it, we all do. That's why sometimes we have the tendency to compromise because we are afraid that we're never going to find this again. At the time, with this Nine of Pentacles, you might have not even been looking for love, but love found you. And from that moment forward, the two of you really became one. When I look into the past of this connection, I see a boundary-less type of love. You went big on it, you both did. And at the time, it felt just right. They moved, you moved. They inhaled, you exhaled. There was such a synergy in between the two of you, and I can tell that you still have some sort of connection that at times it's easy to ignore, but some other times, oh boy, it's not easy to say the least. Now, what I see here is that when you take those 2 steps back, it's because with this Two of Wands, you're still waiting for something. Most of you now might be thinking, me waiting? Nope, you got that wrong, but I didn't. This Two of Wands tells us that even if it's just subconsciously, you're still waiting for a sign from this person or from the universe, perhaps from this reading right now, a sign that would help you understand not only what to do next, but also what would be next once you truly let go and fully move on. On top of that, it feels to me that you might be looking for a specific type of message given in a specific way. But what the cards are saying now is to stop worrying about the medium and start caring about the message instead. As an example, just an example, some of you might be waiting for this person to clearly say with their words that they might not come back anymore. But do you need to really hear it from their words when their actions have already spoken loud and clear? This is just an example, but there's clearly something you have been waiting for that, I hate to say it, might have been around you all along already. Now, right here, we have the Page of Swords, Knight of Cups, and the Sun. The first message that I'm getting from these cards, especially considering the Magician here as well, is time to take responsibility for your own happiness, Virgo. It's really time. Especially because with this Knight of Cups, we do see a twist that maybe at this point you were not expecting anymore, but that it's supported by the mutable moon and the overall energy for this reading. This might be a message or overall movement coming towards you after all, and you need to have mental clarity on what's right and what's wrong for you, Virgo. What it's going to make you happy long term, make you happy, not this person, not the overall relationship, not the other people who might be involved into this situation. This is a time to put Virgo first, you on top of the list, or you will be stuck into this never-ending cycle for a very long time. Even if someone now says that they care or that they want to fight for this, look at their actions, read into their energy, read in between the lines, because you might find out that deep down, they might not be acting in your best interest. We'll have to see when we clarify. Now, a word about what awaits you. If you finally decide to break this cycle and say no to them coming back or to the hope of them coming back. The sun. Listen, I never got a more beautiful feeling from the sun card than I do now. The sun talks about a new beginning in your life. The sun coming out after a long day of rain, creating new hope within you, giving you that strength and determination that you need to love yourself enough and to choose you first above anyone else, giving you that strength to accept the past, learn the lesson you needed to learn, and move on with pride and determination. You have, Virgo, beautiful things ahead. You just need to open the right door and you need to let the new in instead of keep looking in the wrong direction, looking into the old, looking into the past, and preventing yourself to experience all the happiness that you can experience. What will you do, Virgo? Let's look into it. Let's start clarifying these incoming energies. Three of Cups, Knight of Cups. We see that something is coming in and something that it's going to be very emotional, at least at first. So let's clarify the Knight of Cups and the Sun, and let's see what you should expect in the near future. Let's see how you should handle this energy and where it's going to take you once you decide to put yourself first this time. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Virgo, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free personal 30-minute live reading. We will talk face-to-face on webcam, so get ready for that as well. I send out emails every Monday morning to confirm. Please make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Virgo. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the Queen of Cups. And the first message that I got from this card is this is going to be a big temptation. The Queen of Cups is definitely this person coming in, the energy of this person coming in, and they will make it very hard for you to just say no or to not even engage into this incoming conversation or whatever this is going to be. We will see in a second. Overall, this will feel like instant gratification, something that will make you feel good in the short term, right away, but that we have already talked about, something that could actually jeopardize your long-term happiness. Listen, there is definitely something going on with this person. Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands. We see a transformation, a change, and a lot of messages actually coming towards you. But we need to see what's going on with them. Why this back and forth? Why they might be back right now? What's really going on with this person? But other than that, we need to understand how you should handle this situation, this energy, and where you have to expect to be once you let go of a cycle that has already drained you, has already consumed too much of your energy, time, and focus. The sun is now shining on this reading, and we see that that's where you belong. How to get there? So first of all, let's clarify this Queen of Cups and Knight of Cups energy, and let's see what this person is about. I mean, oof. We do see that twist right here. We do see that turns out another two of wands, you haven't been the only one waiting on something to come in, on an answer to come in. And this will surprise you. What I see, in fact, right here is that you thought